you? I'm Deb, Pug Mama Quilter. My pug's in the other room. She was in here for lunch and then she left. And, and Dana getting her back. How y'all doing? How come I didn't show up on here? Well, let me go and find myself. I almost forgot to schedule this. I was in my talk studio looking. Like, how come there's no live scheduled? Because I forgot to schedule it. All right, all messages now. Let's see if I can get back to the beginning. I don't know if I'm at the beginning or not here. I may not be. But romper stomper bumper boo. Tell me true. Did all my friends come out to play? I see Lisa. And I see my Judy. And there's Terry, Terie. And my Melanie. And there's Nancy and Joyce. Let me scooch my phone up here. Whoops. I almost got rid of somebody. I see Jude. Dawn. I see Dawn. Oh my goodness. I'm losing it here. Singing in the Rain is adorbs. Yes. And I see my friend Mona. I'm scooching. Hi, Nikki. I see you. And I see Becky from Aunt Beck's Creations. And Zaza. Zaza is in Scotland. And I see Loretta. And I see Sherry. Sherry, that's spelled Cheri. And Susan Gabriel. So good to see you today. Okay, I'm up to where I came in. And I see Sandy. Sandy's getting the bug to get the cutie. One of the sizes. And I'm scooching. I see Jim. Sorry, I'm chewing on a cough drop at the same time. Oh, I see Jan. Not from Florida, but from Southern California. And let's see. I see Andrea. Howdy. Oh, let's scooch. Oh, I see Alex. Oh, look at there. I'm caught up. I see Lori. Morning glory, Lori. I don't know why I do that to you, Lori. Just don't know. It's just something in my brain just goes wacky with your name. I was really glad to see all of you here. I have been working on this block called Paper Whites. And this is one set of blocks. These are like my star points on here. We go that way and we go this way. So the blues are reversed on half of them. And then I'm still working on this one. This one, first you make a half triangle and then you do the stitch and flip to get the red on there. But as I was putting them on, up here, I had to rip two of them apart because these squares are not the right size. Can you tell that they're not square? I could not tell that they were not square when I drew my lines on them. I just drew the lines and I sewed them. But it was when I flipped them back it was not right. Look how it came up the side. It came up crooked. And on this side, it's crooked over there too. So I got to looking at it. And of course, first thing, I ripped them apart. Took them apart off of the thing. And then I'm looking at it going, it's not a square. So I measured it. And this side is 1/4 of an inch too short. But only on two of them. I'm showing you and you're not seeing me. It's only short on two of them. So I took them all apart. This morning I cut two new ones, the right size. So I'll sew them on so that those look like these. Oh my gosh. And then these are my corners over here. Plus, when I got to looking at this, I guess I cut too many of these. There's 4 too many. And I don't know if it's a mistake in the cutting directions or not. But I have 2 extra of these. And I have 2 extra of these. So we'll find out when I actually go to put them together. We'll find out what's wrong and what's not. And look, I have big triangles that I can sew together. That I cut off from here. I'm pretty sure I cut off all of these. Because all of these were the right size. I do not know how I got the wrong size on those other 2. So, oh, I see Joe and I see Laura. How are you, Laura? I see Jamie. Oh, my Jamie, my Jamie. I hope you're doing pretty good there, Laura. You've been through quite an ordeal, too. Yeah, I like this block, too. I thought that this block here was going to be really hard to do. But it's not when you do stitch and flip. It's not that hard. And you know, Sandy, I'm getting really good at stitch and flips. Just cut it off. It will be okay. Oh, no, no, no. Did Joyce get a new baby? Hello, Katie Crafts. How are you, Chris? Take the phone off the hook. I think I'm done for the day unless someone calls me. Well, who knows? You never know. I might call you. You're just crooked, Deb. Am I crooked? Well, if I'm crooked, it's this camera. This one. I'm getting better at putting my finger in the right spot on there. I'm scooching up my phone here because it wasn't leaving. I mean, it wasn't moving. Hello, Carrie. I'm glad you made it. I haven't seen Carrie for a really long time. Okay. Am I up there yet? No, I'm not up there yet. I love how bright those flowers are on the fabric. Yes, I love these. But you know, in doing these, they don't all look the same. Because look at this one. That one is different. And it's the same fabric. It's just cut in a different spot. I'm looking to see. No, it's the only one that's weird like that. Oh, no, this one is too. That one is too. So I got two of them that are weird looking. Where's my mayor? I see Agnes. Agnes, how'd you get a day off from work? And I see Sandy. I think I said Sandy already, though. Well, you get an extra one just because you're at work. I keep getting spam calls. Oh, Nikki, you got to just stop answering your phone. If they want to talk to you, they can leave a message and you can call them back. They removed the IV nutrition. My next doctor's appointment's on the 15th. Hopefully everything will be good. If not, I go back to the IV nutrition. Oh my goodness. My goodness. You've been through so much. Oh, Chris finished her 100-acre wood. That's after I sewed the two sections wrong. Al and Tigger were standing on their heads. That's funny. Oh, yeah, probably because of the TransUnion breach. Oh, Carrie was in the hospital and had head surgery. Oh, I didn't know. I hope you're feeling better there, Carrie. I had a tumor removed from my right hand, so now I get to use my Ray hand again. I just wish they'd lose my number. It's all day long, sometimes 3 in a row. Well, Nikki, if I don't know the phone number, I don't answer at all. And like I say, if they really want to talk to you, they will leave a message. Agnes says, I do get a day off once a week. Oh, see, I thought I did. After I said it a second time, I thought I had. Oh. Nikki probably answers because it could be about Jack and she does not know all the numbers. This has been a year. I know, Laura, between you and Annette. Annette's been through a whole year like crazy too. And she's having to do chemo and antibiotic stuff because that rod that was in her elbow started coming out. Her body was rejecting the rod. Oh, Mona's having her weekend pop. Haley's gone tonight. Oh, you might do a pop-up tonight, huh? Zaza always answers. It's easy to hang up. Yeah, Beck doesn't answer any numbers that she doesn't recognize either. Oh, Mona's smart like me. I don't answer. If they don't leave a message, I block them. Well, if anybody calls my house phone, yes, we still have a house phone. If anybody calls the house phone, if they don't have a name and a phone number that pops up, they're automatically blocked. If you don't let us know who you are and where you're calling from, you don't get through at all. You don't even get to the voicemail. I'm going to do a sofa plop, no pop up. I keep my phone on silence, and if they need me, they can text me or leave a message. Oh, now Nikki's blocking all numbers, but Jack's friend gave my number to some of Jack's high school friends. I'm not happy about that, but they can leave a message too. That's right. They can leave a message, and if Jack's up to it, then he can call him back. Nancy says in January she'll be 65, so all the insurances are calling. I have to turn my ringer off. Just put your phone on vibrate instead of rings. I just finished my 20-second dress for Project Dress a Girl. Aunt Beck's doing the Dress a Girl, and so is Terry. Yes, I answered, often thinking it was Jack's oncologist or hospital. Well, you know what I do if I'm thinking that somebody might call? I write down their phone numbers. And if the phone number coming in is not like the ones I have written down, they don't get answered. Hello, Melissa. I just finally got down to where you came in. As I'm cutting out dresses, I also am cutting out 5.5-inch squares to make a quilt to remember this year's dresses. Oh, that's cool. I know there are so many people going through so many different things. Prayers for those who are struggling. Oh, Laura, you and Annette are at the top of the list. Oh, Carrie doesn't answer her phone. She blocks all long distance calls. Mona got rid of house phone when it broke. Well, I only pay $10 a month for it, so. And nobody has that phone number. I gave it to my brothers and my sister when I first got it. I told him, I said, you use that number in case you can't get a hold of me on the cell phone. Only in case you can't get a hold of me on my phone. And you can either call or text my phone. Only one of them has ever used that phone. And it's so funny because that's when I was still laid up with my reconstructive on my foot when I had that done. And I couldn't get to the house phone. And he would call that one. First, he would call my cell phone. But if I couldn't reach it in time, then he would call the house phone. And I'm like, I can't answer any one of them in any fast motion. So many spoof a name and number to try and get you to answer. Yeah, but even when it pops up with a name and a number, if neither one of them look even close, they still don't get answered. Don't sit on your phone. Might get a thrill. If it's on vibrate, huh? Yes, I mailed my dresses out already. How many did you end up making all together there, Miss Terry? Nikki still has a landline, but we use my cell phone because I almost always have it on me. Yes. It took me a long time to graduate to just my cell phone. I have 2 cells in case I break or lose one. Huh. I used to have 2 cells when I sold insurance. We still have a landline just in case. We don't answer it though. Nope, we don't answer our landline. Kitten's getting restless. Think he's starting to feel a little pain. They said he got fixed late yesterday afternoon. Oh, Terry made 30 dresses. Oh my goodness. We got rid of our landline, but the number is still attached to all the grocery store loyalty club things. So whoever gets my old number won't be able to use it at the grocery store. I don't think I will try to do that again. The landline is cheap and only family or close friends have that number. It hardly ever rings. Well, the last 2 weeks, my landline keeps lighting up. Because it lights up whenever a call comes in. And then it says, blocking number. And that's because they don't leave a name and a phone number on when they call in. Yes, that was a very nice dress parade you did, Terry. All right. So Terry did 30. She's on her 22nd one. Sizes 2 to 12. I think next year I will focus on larger dresses for the older girls. Oh yeah, that would be nice. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Allison. How are you? I'm working on organizing my storage. Oh my goodness, Allison. I do that on a daily basis. And nothing ever gets organized. Eddie, I see you. I watch Eddie on the morning quickie. Mona's the one that turned me on to Eddie. Oh, tell hubby hi. See? And I started watching, I was subbed to you both, but I hadn't started watching you on a regular basis till I started watching Jimmy, and then Eddie would come on right after Jimmy, so I just kept watching. And that was when Leanna was in Puerto Rico, and she wasn't doing live, so I kept up with my peeps. I'm only making size 5 dresses this year as I'm utilizing my fabric stash. I will have 40 to send in later this month. Oh my goodness. 40. Whew. That's a lot. So if any of you noticed, I wasn't around a whole lot yesterday. I did keep in touch with Mona and Lisa during the day. But I stopped in at one of Eddie's. I couldn't tell you which one it was, but I stopped in for a minute there. And I was in there this morning. Him and Scott and Ryan and Ricky, they were all on. And I watched them. Oh, Sandy noticed I wasn't around. Well, let me tell you why I was not around. And I got to find another thing here on my phone. Because now I gotta scoot you guys out of the way of the picture. Because I became grandma again yesterday. Isn't he so darling? And right now, this moment, he's my youngest grandchild. But I have another one that's coming in November. And this is his sister holding him. And she is my oldest granddaughter. Aren't they just the cutest? And then my other daughter had the in-between child that's 2. So I became grandma again yesterday. So that's why I wasn't around. I'm bringing myself back up here. Oh, thanks. And that's when he was still all wrinkly and stuff. Sort of alien looking, sort of. I'm so glad they put a hat on his head. Well, Nancy, she looks just like her mom. I do have a picture of her holding him. Let me find it again. There's my daughter holding him. And I was 25 when I had my daughter. She's my oldest girl. She's my second born. And I was 25 when I had her. And she was 25 when she had Emily, my oldest granddaughter. So that was a huge thing. And then yesterday was Thursday. Wednesday was my oldest daughter's birthday. And it was my dad's birthday. If he was still alive, he would have been 99. An ex-co-worker's birthday, who's also named Deb. So I had lots of birthdays going on. And I think she was hoping that he would be born on her birthday. But he held out for another day. My son says, I think he should hold out until next year so that he can be born on Grandpa's birthday too. When he turned 100. And she's like, oh, no way. So that's all the... Yes, Mona, I do. And I have an anniversary coming. And my second oldest brother, his birthday's coming. And I have a nephew whose birthday's coming. His is on the 13th. So we have lots of birthdays in September. Now, my other granddaughter will be born in November. So, yeah, lots of kids. Yes, and I have a birthday coming up. Giovanna has a birthday coming up. There are others that are in September too. I have them written down over there, but it's over by my computer. And my computer is set up to look at fabric. So there you go. Oh, but I started to announce it on Discord, and then I'm like, no, I'm going live tomorrow, so it can wait. Sandy's is in September. See, I knew there was others in September. I think Jess's is in September too. Oh, Jack's going to be 67. Jack's my age. Because I will be 67 this month. My son's birthday is September 12th. He will be 33. Oh my goodness. And my nephew's is the 13th. I hate to think about how old he is. I want to say he was born in 1972. I think so. Oh, Chris's September birthday too. Your granddaughter will be 5 on the 17th. That's my birthday, Susan. Hello, Rowena, my friend / foe. I had to say it. Yes, I saw that Alice had a birthday. Eddie's wife, she just had a birthday. Rowena, we are all old. Well, let me tell you, Monday, before we actually went live, we were talking in the green room, if you want to call it that. And Mona was saying how old she was. I'm really old. And Rowena and I are both going, not as old as us. She says, well, yeah, I'm older than you. And I'm like, no, you're not, kiddo. So we finally convinced her that we were older than her. I have a son that will be 49 on the 17th, and my daughter will be 41 on the 11th. Oh, see? Lots of September birthdays. Oh, Rowena, she's the slowpoke. She's in October. You guys are babies. Well, I will be 67 in a couple weeks. And so I had to announce that my daughter's birthday was here. My dad's was here. The baby waited a whole day to be born on the 4th. I have another grandson whose birthday is on the 4th. So now I have double birthdays on the same day. One from each of my daughters. None of you look your age and certainly don't act it. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine acting my age. Hi, Gladys. Donna, you made it. Well, my husband says that I'm abnormal. And I just looked at him and said, would you want it any other way? Because if I was normal, I might not even talk. And he's like, oh, let me think about that. No, Rowena, you already got voted against that. October's not the best month. Besides the gal next to me, they were all in their 20s and 30s. I felt old. Yeah. Hey, by the time I retired, and I retired when I was 55. So by the time I retired, most of the girls there were in their late 20s, early 30s. There was a couple of us that were older, and we all retired about the same time. And we took retirement early. that happens though when you work with the public. Alicia, how are ya? Not abnormal, original, unique, one of a kind. Yeah, I guess that's a good way of describing me. I could not complain. This last 4 years have been great, better than living in Brooklyn, and I missed New York. Nikki's 56. I love it. Could retire early. Now, I retired at 55. Mona agrees with her. I never saw it. I never saw that Mona agreed. Oh, she did say yes. No. No New York for us. No Atlanta for her. Much too big. Well, Alicia is in Alabama because she's close to the So Charming quilt shop. And one of the days that they were doing a box opening, I was in the chat. And who comes along but Alicia? But when she bought, she went to the store and picked it up. That's how close she lives. New York is a big state. I was 55 when I retired too. That was last December. My birthday is in February. I think I'm going to QuiltCon in Atlanta next year and skipping this year. Oh. It is not for the faint of heart. I wouldn't go anywhere else. Oh, lots of candy next month. Yeah. I forgot about Halloween. I'm in Alabama and live by the So Charming quilt shop too. Jennifer. Do you ever go on their box openings that they have in YouTube? I go in there and watch those. New York City is too peoply for me. I will stay upstate with the cows. I'm going to do Paducah next year, but I have to see how Jack is doing. Yeah. Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, but I grew up in North Miami Beach. Oh. Jennifer watches them too, so we may see each other there. It was so funny because the next time that Alicia went live, she asked me, "Did you buy anything, Deb?" And I'm like, "No, I was being good." Oh, Mona loves upstate New York. Everyone is so nice. I want to do Paducah too. I have to see if there are any quilt shops in Oregon near where I will be in 2 weeks. Well, I don't know where you're going in Oregon, but that's where Lynn Lockard lives, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure Lynn Lockard lives there, and she would know. Hey, Banana Joe's in the house. Oh, where'd it go? Bensonhurst, the home of Ralph and Alice Cramden. Yes, Lynn lives there. Yes. So Lynn would be able to tell you if there's any quilt shops. Just email her. I'm pretty sure her email address is on her YouTube channel. How you doing, Giggles? I'm doing just fine and dandy, Miss Banana Joe. I think you missed the news. I'm a grandma again. Yeah, Sandy, Lynn is the one that did the quilting for my tea cakes quilt. And if you look at any of her videos, you'll see one with tea cakes on it, and that's my quilt that she quilted. Did you hold the baby yet? No, I have not. I love the Midwest. I've lived in Arizona, suburb of Phoenix. It was too hot there and too big a city. I prefer the Midwest. Yeah, I've lived in Iowa my whole life. I have visited other states, but I'm staying in Iowa. I'm from South Central Iowa. When I was in, it was either kindergarten or first grade. Must have been first grade. You know how we used to all have to line up to sharpen our pencils because the sharpener was attached to the wall? Well, standing in line, waiting to sharpen our pencils, I had said something, and I said cold. And one of the other girls said, "Where are you from?" And I looked at her and I said, "What do you mean?" She says, "You sound like you're from the South." And I said, "Well, I'm from Southern Iowa." Yeah, Ohio has a lot of serial killers, yes. Oh. Hello, Marla. Glad to see ya. I haven't seen Marla for a while. I lived in Wisconsin for 6 months and Arkansas for 6 months. I always come home to Missouri. I have a brother that lives part-time in Missouri. The other part-time, he's in Texas, southern Texas. And my sister lives in Ohio. And I have cousins and stuff that are in Ohio. But the two boys and I, we're not leaving here. Not leaving. Ain't no way. No, we're not leaving. So Miss Banana Joe, I became grandma again Thursday. She was hoping it was going to happen on Wednesday, but it was Thursday. He held out for a whole nother day. And then I have another grandson whose birthday is the 4th. But I haven't seen him yet either. I did wish him happy birthday, but I haven't seen him yet. And then of course my one nephew, he's on the 13th. And my anniversary is on the 15th. And Giovanna's birthday's on the 15th. And mine's the 17th. My brother's is the 19th. My old next door neighbor, hers is the 16th. One of the girls I used to work with, hers is the 16th. So yeah, we just a lot of birthdays coming. Figured while I was sitting here, I could quick sew these on so I can see if they're the right size. I just can't believe that I didn't cut them right. Because I cut all of them at the same time, you know. I had them all I cut all of them at the same time. I still have 3 that I need to finish cutting the prints. I cut all the backgrounds. but I haven't cut the print for it yet. So at least if I get these done. All right, there's another one. Another one bites the dust. And another one's done, and another one's done. Another one bites the dust. My honey likes to sit in the bedroom. Like I said, he's on the other side of this wall. He's on the other side of this closet. That's where our bedroom is, over there. And he can always hear. Sometimes he watches, sometimes he don't. So, yeah, that's all right. Very cool. Oh, you can't hardly see it. There we go. Very cool, very cool. Very cool. Okay, I got all those done now. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, now I gotta look at the picture again. Let's put my magic mirror away. Oh, put it away too soon. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl Cruz is here. I am sewing on the one called Paper Whites. And you know, when I first looked at this, I thought it was like a square and a square type thing. I thought you sewed the whites on here and then did square and a square. But no, that's not how you do it. You do half square triangles, and then you do a stitch and flip over here. So that's cool. Okay, now I have to make, I can't hardly see my page. Oh, now I make quarter squares. And a quarter square is, take them apart here, is this. And then one of each of these. And it is this. No. This. And this. And then one of these. I'll take one that I ironed already. And this one goes here. That's the block that I got to make. Can you see it? Let me scoot you closer. There. And there's the reddish pink. So I get to make some of these. What the heck? Oh, I got a piece of string hanging. All right, so these two go together. And these two go together. All right, let's see if we can get a quarter done. All right, now let's line up the bottom here. And let's line up this bottom. All right. Well, let's see if I kept it together right. This one goes this way. Yeah. I did do it right. Can you believe it? I'm only going to sew this one together. And then I will finish chit-chatting. I'm just too excited about the grandbaby. Let's line this one up. I'm trying. Let's get it lined up. All right, we got a quarter done. I only got to do it 3 more times. That's all. Ta-da! How's that look? Yay! That's 1 quarter. I'm trying here. Hang on. There we go. Yay! Pretty, pretty. Okay. Now, did I miss anything? Deb, hold up your snips. These ones? One of these pairs came with my pinking shears and scallop scissors that I bought. The rest of them I bought off of Temu. But I love them. Oh, where's my? Hi, Christy and Beth. How are you, girls? I don't want to spend the money for plastic surgery, but to each their own. Not for me. Nah. You get me the way I am. Cutting out feathers for the angel wing quilt that I started the other night. Gotta get me some snips. Well, like I said, those came with my my pinking shears and I have scallop scissors too. And they're here. That's my pinking. No, that's my scalloped ones. That's my scalloped ones. Can you see they're scallops. I have them in here, and this goes in here. And then here are my pinking shears. But I bought them two together, and they came with a pair of these, and I like them so much that I ordered some more off it. That was back when I was shopping on Temu. And I probably have 3 more pairs of these. I have one pair over at the Cutie, and I have at least 2 more in my drawer. I have the spring-loaded snips. Yeah, those will probably be my next scissor investment. Yeah. I have been adding timestamps to videos. Oh. I saw T-Quilt using snips, so I bought some. I use them all the time. I like the ones that Lisa Capon uses too. Hers are really nice. Did you see the question I posted on your video when using the rulers? Did you answer me? Yes, the scissors is stuck on with adhesive retractable. I added I don't know if you can see it. On my Cutie, I have my Jazz, and I added a hook here for these scissors so that I have a pair of scissors over here all the time. And I can't get lost because I have to put them back. It's little things like that I always put back where they're supposed to be, but you know how that goes. I can get that back in the frame. I need to catch up on watching T-Quilts. Yeah. Sherry, where did you get it? The ruler is a curved applique by Deloa Jones. She had a website. And she probably don't have it no more, huh? Well, hey, oh, I got something else to show you. You know, I showed you that I got the Sunbonnet Sue die for AccuQuilt. I showed you that. Well, it doesn't come with a mat. So I went back there looking at the mats, and they had 2 for the price of 1. So I got 2 of them. And while I was there, look what was back in stock. Overall Sam. Now I can do my quilt. I've been collecting fabrics for it. I've been going to do this for a long time. I bought my first Sunbonnet Sue book from Rita over at Rita's Quilted Farm. And I know that Lisa bought the same book, but she bought hers after me. And then I saw that they had the dies for these 2. And with wanting to make a whole quilt out of them, my hands would not last with the scissors cutting these out. So now I have both of these that I can do. Oh, Annette, I'm glad you're back. I bought a square desk caddy at Home Goods. My scissors go in there, right in front of me. Well, now over there, right there, where you're sitting on on my desk, is a cutting mat. It's my 18 by 24, and it fits perfect there. I have a little thimble cup full of different scissors over there, but that's over there. I needed my snips over here, and I needed scissors on there, and I have 2 of these now because I needed one here and I needed one in the kitchen. So, but y'all know about the story as to why I got 2 of them. Tried Linda's Electric Quilts. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff. I just bought some more batting from Linda's Electric Quilts. She had batting on sale. Where do you purchase your AccuQuilt products? I might be interested in starting to use that system. I get mine from AccuQuilt themselves. But I don't buy anything at full price. I wait until there's a sale. And Sunbonnet Sue and Overall Sam were on sale. And when I ordered Sunbonnet Sue, Overall Sam was sold out. So I clicked on the notify me when it come in stock. Well, a week later it came in stock. But the more I looked at Sunbonnet Sue, I didn't get mats to go with it. You have to buy them separate. So thankfully I got 2 for the price of 1 at their sale. Yes, Laura, the dies are adorable, but they're going to save my hands. I'm right-handed. When I'm cutting, see, I only have half of my hand to work with. I have these 2 fingers and my thumb. But when I'm cutting, it causes this finger to cramp and go, and I'm like this until I grab a hold and pull them up. And even then, I'm done for the day, because once it does it one time, it's going to do it all the time. And that's why I can't cut. That's why I can't hand sew, because of this hand. And I can't do hardly nothing with my left hand. It's more of a guide. It helps me guide my stuff through. Me, no applique. Well, why not, Jamie? Why not? Hi, Leanna. Jamie, it's not hard. If I can do it, you can do it. Sometimes I use the blanket stitch. Sometimes I use the zigzag. But I have a hard time seeing where the needle is actually going. It all depends on what foot I have on and how much light I have over here. That's why I have added a light in the back and I added a light in the front down here. There it is. Plus I have my sewing machine light. I have to have lots of light down there to see. And so, yeah. It is like applique, but I have found that if I just do a straight stitch, it's just like doing top stitch when you make a bag or anything. So I started doing straight stitch. My hen and chicks over there, see them up there? Oh, right there, my hen and chick. I did do the blanket stitch on that. And I wish I hadn't. I wish I would have just done the straight stitch. Oops, there we go. Now you can see it again. If you have an embroidery machine, AccuQuilt has a download to use. Yes. Yes, it does have a download. And I am going to download it so that my sister-in-law, Shirley, she has an embroidery machine, so I can share with her so she can help me do this. How much was the batting going to need some of that? She had all different sizes, and it was, I think it was 30% off. But she has all different sizes. She has them big rolls. She has the smaller. I bought the queen size ones. Can you see my roll over there on top of my bins? That one is for a queen size. And I just ordered 2 more of those. You need to use your open toe foot. I have tried all different toes and feet and everything on it. I have issues with my hands as well. That's why my husband bought me the AccuQuilt Go Big. I love it, especially love it for specialty designs. I have the electric one. Yes, I got the electric one because I'm already having issues with this hand. So I got the electric one because I didn't think I'd be able to sit there and crank those other ones all the time because I'm right-handed. Like I say, I can't do it with my left hand. My left hand doesn't cooperate. So instead of getting one that I can't use because I can't crank it, I bought the electric one. But I bought it a long time ago. That is called old age. Oh, Nikki has the Go Me. The Go Me is a tiny one. I bought the big one. I bought the big one and it's electric. Once I get it all set up, I just push the button and it feeds them through and I catch it on the other side. I can catch with this hand. Oh, Melanie, Sherry just checked. She still has the website. The blanket stitch is to keep the applique from fraying in the wash. If not, you will have a hair sew. Isn't it stinky to use your toes? That's funny. I I'm starting to use my Cricut Maker 4 to cut fabric. Ah. Now, I have to give kudos to Annette because Annette has been sewing one-handed for almost a year. Not quite a year because she didn't start right away. But she's been doing it for, I think, at least 8 months. I will have to go to a quilt shop that has them in stock to try. I'm interested in cutting paper and fabric for Hexies. Bye, Cheryl. Susan, talk to Lisa. She has the Brother Scan and Cut, and it does paper and fabric. But Awkward Quilter GA, Lisa, she has one. Tea Cake said, I'd regret getting the Go Me because it's so small. Yeah. And the Go Big is probably this wide. Can you see my other hand? There we go. It's probably this wide. I think it's like 18 inches. 18 inches. And then it opens up and it's like this long. You can't see my other hand. There you go. So it's a good size. I love my Scan and Cut. That's what I am using to cut out all the feathers. Yeah. 9 months, and that's been doing one-handed sewing. And let me tell you, she's left-handed too, and she's having to do it with her right hand. So I am so impressed with Annette. I love my Scan and Cut. Yep, I read that one. Amazon Handy Quilter Zinger retractable lanyard, $9.45. I'm counting, Annette. I'm counting. I call it slow stitching. But I got to give her kudos because she's getting more done than I am. And I don't have an arm problem. I just have these fingers problem. And I just don't use my scissors. I have tried so many different rotary cutters, and this one works the best because I can grip it like this. I can use all my fingers to pull it up and grip it. I love this one. And it's not Olfa either. I don't know what kind it is, but it's a no name. It just says rotary cutter on it. High quality. And I have probably 4 of these. I have one here. I have one over there in front of my computer because I have one of these small mats in front of my computer so that I can trim while I'm over there at the computer. I should have bought the larger one, but mine just sits on the shelf. Well, Nikki, mine did for a long time too. You remember my cutie? It was in the box for 2 years. So I'm not a fast mover when it comes to something new, but my AccuQuilt is now out in the kitchen on the table out there. I have my dies in here because I keep them on the bottom shelf so that they're flat. Sitting on the shelf is of no use. And that makes me feel like a wuss. I only broke my wrist. Yes, but you just broke it, Donna. Annette, This happened to Annette. It will be a year in October. So October, November, December, and 3 months she did not do anything. And then she started with the one-handed sewing. So kudos. I'm listening in and sewing my pillow I showed this morning. Hand sewing, which means my hands will hurt tomorrow, but I'm laying and resting. Yeah, I couldn't do the hand sewing. There ain't no way. And I have lots of hand needles. I have all different sizes. I have tried all the different sizes. The motion of it, just like the motion of the scissors, and this finger goes, me. There's no control in that finger, let me tell you. Trust me, you're not a wuss. No. Is it your dominant wrist, Donna? It's the pits if it is, because it happened to Annette's left hand, and she's left-handed, so you have to take care of your wrist. If you use it too soon, it will never heal properly. So Donna, you're just taking time to heal. You have to get your neck checked out, Giggles. What's the matter with my neck? I don't know if there's anything wrong with my neck. But I'll play with it sometime. I just use my rulers and rotary cutter. I do have a little gnome die. I did play with it on the Go Me. Oh, I would love to have one of the gnome ones too, but it's hard for me to spend any money because we live off Social Security. I get a pension too. I wouldn't have retired at 55 if I didn't get. Oh, I think it's in my wrist. I think I have that carpal tunnel. I think that's why, because it's these two fingers that are completely numb. I can bend them, but that's about all they're good for. And then this one is starting. I can feel it starting to go numb. Yeah, arthritis too. I have lots of that. I need to stop typing because I'm adding and leaving out letters in my chat. Oh. I thought you were sleeping. I've got 2 more physical therapy visits and I'm done. Surgeon, release me. I'm left-handed also. It's the left that I broke. I am sewing again. I knew you had just started sewing again. I didn't know that you were a lefty though too. Oh, see, Nikki, she knows she's retired too and watching her spending. My hubby has a great retirement pension. Mine doesn't. and he's retired too. It's a whole thing with his retirement. So even though we live paycheck to paycheck, I still get what I absolutely need, but I only get it on sale. Well, that was weird. My phone just went bonkers. Yep, only one in the family. Wow. Bye, Jim. See you later. Woohoo. Pee-wee just used the litter box. I know y'all probably think I'm crazy. No, that's awesome. Lisa, don't look at the emails. You are off work. No, she's not off work yet. She's got another 40 minutes. Yeah, she slowed down so that she could join my live. See, Lisa already knew about the baby. I told Lisa first. I told her before I told my brothers and sister. And then, of course, I had to tell them not to say anything because I knew Amy wanted to announce it to them herself. But she didn't do that till yesterday. So I'm in there in my chat with them going, don't tell her, I already told you. Well, it's been fun. I got a quarter all sewed together. I got these two fixed. So now I can finish putting these. And I only have to make 2 blocks of this one. This one is 16 inch, I believe. Let me get my dies out of the way. Let me see for sure. 2 blocks and they're 16 inches square. And then I have another block all ready to go after I get this one all put together. So I did not tell a soul except hubby because I showed him baby pics. I know. Everybody tells me, don't tell nobody. Well, it's automatic that I tell Cal because he lives with me. Is the baby born? I came in late. Oh, yes, Joydy. Let me show you one more time before I go. It was a little boy. We knew it was going to be a boy. Let me find his picture. Little boy. It's her only son. And he was born a day after her birthday. And my other daughter was watching that granddaughter. And she says, Mom, all she does is scream and cry. And this is my oldest granddaughter. And right now, he's the youngest. So oldest and youngest right there. My granddaughter, my new one, will be born in November. So the baby's here. They induced her Tuesday night. And what's that stuff they give them? Pitocin? I think that's what it's called. She had 2 rounds of Pitocin. And that didn't hurry her along any. She only made it to 5 centimeters. And then the doctor decided to go in and take it cesarean. And she didn't take it until Thursday morning. Name is Luke Gordon Robert. He has 4 names. Where my girls got the idea for 4 names, I'll never understand. But yeah, Luke is here. Luke is here. How much did the baby weigh? Wow. I have to look at my messages again because I can't keep it straight. Okay. Let's go up before the pictures. Okay, he was 5 pounds, 2.8 ounces, and 18 inches long. And they're all doing good. I asked about him this morning, and she says he's doing better. His sugars are good, and he's keeping temp, even, and eating. So he's a good size for coming early. I don't think his actual due date was till like the 17th, like on my birthday. But the doctor wanted to induce her 2 weeks early in case she had to do a C-section, which she ended up having to do. My other daughter, this will be number 3 for her in November, and she's had C-sections all along. Hi, Josianne. Josianne made it. I had to get her on the magic mirror. My kids have 4 names. Well, this daughter that just had the baby, I was going to give her 4 names because her middle name is Michelle, Amy Michelle, and that goes along with my son, who's Adam Michael, because I only planned on having 2. But I wanted to get my family name in there too, which was Florence. So Amy Michelle Florence, last initial M. And she was going to be my little radio, my little AM FM. That's the goofiness in me coming out. Oh my goodness. Wow, I have 3 and it is a lot. Well, I gave all of my kids easy first names for when they went to school because they were going to have to write this out, right? So Amy has 3 letters and the other 2 have 4 letters. So I was helping them out. Now, my second oldest granddaughter, her name is Charlie. Charleigh. Now, try figuring that out when you're a little bitty kid. My daughter is Trey Kiera Ariel. My son is Marcedian Keen Time. Wow. I hope I didn't slaughter him too much when I said him. Nikki's, I have a BMW. She asked if I did that on purpose. I said no. She was going to be Chelsea, and I changed it to Brittany last second. Well, I changed my son's middle name when I filled out the paperwork for his birth certificate. All along, he was going to be Adam Mitchell. And at the last minute, I changed it to Adam Michael. And Michael is my oldest brother's name. So there you go. Yeah. But it's time for me to go. Hour and a half, chit-chatting, a little bit of sewing, a little bit of cutting, a little bit of pressing, lots of stories, show and tell. So I got a lot done today here. My second oldest son is BMW. Oh, that is too funny. Brett has my middle name, Marie. It's her grandma's too on her dad's side. Well, I had my grandma is Florence. My mom's middle name is Florence. My middle name is Florence. So I really wanted the Amy Michelle, but I wanted to add the other one in too. But when it came down to filling out her birth certificate, I just didn't add it on. I should have kept it going. We called him Beamer. Oh, that's funny. Josie Ann is one of the people that I met over on Eddie's. I met her on Eddie's. Hi, Auntie Ellen. Hello, Auntie Ellen. You came in just so we can say goodbye. Brett is Birdie. Ah. Yeah, I became friends with Josie Ann over on Eddie's channel. I was there every morning watching him because, I'm up early anyway. Enjoy your evening, everyone. See you in the evening chats. Okay, y'all have fun. I'm going to play with my blocks here, see if I can finish them. And I will see you Sunday with Lisa, 7 a.m. Eastern Time, or at 11 a.m. Eastern Time with Mona and Lisa. Is it my turn Sunday? Or is it Mona's? I think it's Mona's. I'm hoping it's Mona's. I'll have to go back and look. It's either going to be on Mona's channel or mine. I don't remember. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.